the laptop's in the other room, so that's what I'm doing with this kind of connection. It's only using my Wi-Fi right now. I need to hear you guys. That's the software I'm using on OBS software. It's connected to the Windows 11 laptop right now with this, with the router downstairs. You don't need a plug for a webcam, but this one you can do it. You guys hear me out there? We're trying another camera right now. This is pretty cool, guys. Well, this has a little strong Wi-Fi on this little cell phone. It's one of the Samsung phones I would have had when this one had problems with the battery. So we're going to be putting the battery into it and a high quality connector to it. Which one of those phones is good, but OBS software can run your cell phone with this to a Wi-Fi connection. I wish I had those little pod things that connect to your house to your extended Wi-Fi. Really nice. At least this thing just looks good. So we got the battery hooked up. Come on, this is good camera quality. I can see it. And we can always lower it down. You can see both radios at the same time. We didn't get anything exact right, but come on. This is better than a webcam. But this little program was free. Let me see if I can still see the screen. I got so far with this thing. But come on, OBS software is a good program. You can get it for free. I'm using one of the free install plugins that actually connects to OBS software with this, with the cell phone thing. It's pretty cool. Might get a good DSL system. We'll see how we sound like on the radio. No DX this hour. There we go. The Smoky Mountain Skip Chasers are on. Cool. Breaker 26, Breaker 26, break, break, break. Foxman 362, waving on back.
Hey, Foxman, I heard you in a little bit. I'm okay up there painting on.
Hey, what's up, Ridge Runner? We got you on the live stream on the live video gate right now. Pretty cool. Put this down in a second. There we go. I'm just telling you, Ridge Runner, we're on a live stream. I'm trying out this little cell phone camera, and it's connected with this thing called OBS software. It's pretty cool. You can actually do this with your cell phone and your computer at the same time.
You boy. Yeah, I was there for a few minutes. My knees hurt. I'm going to go back upstairs. You make sure I didn't leave nothing undone here when I come down out here. But 10-4, Foxman, doing good there. We're all back at you. Sound good. 505, I'm back quiet.
Yeah, you're making a solid 8 to 9 pounds. I'm on the quad 5 this evening on the here. I haven't checked on the beam yet, but you're sounding good. I did a live stream last night. I'm gonna let you know. Man, we had Guam came around 11 o'clock last night, around 11:40 yesterday, around that time, and he was coming out there. I think it was 325 out of Guam on channel 37 lower sideband. We had it last night coming in on my beam, and you can hear him pretty good at 5 to 7 pounds out here. He's about 7,000 miles away.
That makes you feel good, yeah. I ain't on the sideband here lately. I might come back on there. I got a radio I'm up on the sideband now, little 2817 with a little Mirage there. This is a 10-meter AM radio. It does good though.
Yeah, I was like surprised. I was in Guam in my beam that last night, and there was a guy in Tennessee called 498. Talked to him out there. I didn't hear him, but I heard Guam in there last night, then Australia before that, but He faded about at least about an hour later. But I was amazed. Guan was coming in. It was the Capital Guan. This guy was on 11 meters bit on channel 37. He was getting out pretty good on my President Grant last night. And I have it on video. You could actually see it.
Beautiful. We have a good night in there. I'll be back here later. I'm going to grab me something to eat, but 1045 man, 505. I'm back quiet.
All right, have a good one, 505. We got you on a live stream, running like this live on cell phone cam to my computer laptop in the room. But at least this thing is working on the live stream right now. It took me a while to set all the settings up. I got the little fancy stuff on it, but it's pretty cool. Have a good one, 505 Ridge Runner. We'll catch you later. This is Foxan 362 over Rock Vegas, so we'll see you soon. Yeah, I went all the way out and checked this thing out, see how it does, but I'll check in a second and see what the delay looks like. We'll fire this guy up, see if we get anybody on the beam. I was trying to see if we do that. I'm running to the room out there. That was literally about 40 miles away, between 30 miles away, guys. pretty good with the string. It's doing what I want to do. This guy's fired up. Let's see how to get it up. We're going to get the thing connected in the back. We'll see who's out there this hour. I'm going to get the stream going tonight. This is great. I think it's getting better with a camera going like this. As long as you guys can hear talking and making contacts, I know it counts. At least the quality's pretty good, but it's still kind of fun. This is what I try to work every Sunday. We do different ones a day, but it's pretty amazing. So we got the time and we got the clock on it. And we see the contacts we make on it. We can even do it without the camera on there too if you want. They already jacked like I did before. So let's try to get this bad boy back on. Before I do that, I need to put this jack here. So you can see it. Yeah, we had some rain today for a couple hours. And I even had it yesterday. Yeah, we had some rain in our area. So those guys were out there that late. That time's active. The way I did that OBS software, it's very easy. And we're going to get checking the World Radio 559 tonight. I'm going to check that everything's good. Make sure my audio is good. Then make sure I move this channel all the way. Just go up there. I'm not going to translate it. I got to stay away from there because I'm transmitting this. Audio. She's looking okay. So I want to make sure I turn this baby off for a second. So I don't want to just fry this guy. Oh. Make sure our speaker's in. That's what we're doing on the beam right now. We're checking everything's okay. Okay, we're in. Okay. Audio jacks on that one. We're pretty cool. Don't hear anybody on the beam tonight. That's weird. Usually we get people on 37. Wow. Check it out in it. Run some conditions. I'm going to fire it and warm up this box. And let's check these out for tonight. And we got the laptop running right now. We're doing some new tests and altitudes tonight. But this is my biggest cell phone this year. It's pretty cool. It's not really on my cell phone or anything like that, but camera quality is pretty decent. I had to replace one of his cell phones I think 3 months ago with this thing on Bangkok, but it's doing good and staying charged. If you're losing battery power, we'll be okay. But we got battery power on it right now. It's a high quality charger, it'll keep it up. Check it out if we're okay. We're at 70% on the battery, but we're pretty good. So you guys ain't gonna get any better than this. This thing actually has zooms up. Zoom up. There we go. We can actually see the zoom up quality right there. That's what I want. That's what I want to see. That so we get some time, and it's pretty good. This one is the free version because with the pro version you have to unlock all the stuff. I think this is a flashlight. Ooh, that makes it worse. But we'll leave it like that. Nothing any good like that. We can also zoom it up. We can do all kinds of things, but it's pretty cool. I'm gonna get this beam fired up. See who's out there tonight. I don't even know this. Last time we had conditions that went at this hour. We'll check the AM side. So, we'll get this thing start swinging in a minute. I'm gonna warm this box up. Let's check the AM stations. No channel 6, that's horrible. Wow, no DX conditions tonight. That's weird. You guys ain't getting DX tonight? Let me know. I'll go look at the chat in a few minutes and I'll check you guys in a minute. Yeah. I'm gonna try to warm this box up to get it going. See, that's how you know when it's clicked on sideband. That's the catalyst box we're using. Let's get a shot on this. Audio. She's looking good. I'm gonna check the SWRs. Audio. Yeah, I love it. Okay, we're gonna swing the beam and go to 38 and look around. I'm gonna go over here in a second. I'm gonna check 90 degrees east. We might get Australia here tonight, but it is horrible sound. That's a QRM sound. I think we're having some geomagnetic activity today. We're looking around. I heard some DX wild on the Quad 5. So we can actually stay zoomed. This is actually a webcam software that goes with this, but it's a free version, but you can buy the pro version for it. It only works on this program on the computer. We don't hear nobody tonight. Wow. There's someone out there on channel 19. Yeah, we're getting some DX out there. Somebody's out there. Could be local truckers. I will switch off the sideband switch in a minute. Yeah. How's the conditions you guys are doing at? I'm gonna check you guys in the phone second to see what you guys are talking about there. Any conditions where you at in the area? Let's see. Yeah. I like to use Rumble in this phone too. It doesn't matter, but it's good to have a bunch of them. I can go in there anytime and look at that. But mostly it works good on it won't be doing good uploading on videos, but it does good on the computer system. It does great. So I'm gonna go look at what's on the live stream today. I'm looking on my phone here. But so I was maybe DX will start coming back in. Told California, I was thinking this out. We're gonna do more of this kind of streams like this. It's cool, but we can do so many different ways. That's the fun part about the Rare Hobby. This is my brother's phone. He used to be his for several months until he got a new one until he had battery problem, but we jumped the battery and then it works fine on this thing. And it's like 3 years old, but it's doing pretty good for pretty decent camera on the standard drone. I'm trying to see what I'm looking at right here. Hey, what's up, Catalyst 122, UDX 122? That's my best software I'm using right now. I'm looking at this below about it. It's still running on Tuple, but it's running a lot of bits in there right through the laptop on the OSP program software. So how's the other sound, okay? But it's alright. But the one I did better with the chat, that was amazing. You see that little microphone on the side? That's what I was using on this last night's live stream. But we can run for hours. Hey, what's up, Mark Santos? I see you in the chat. But this is my brother's cell phone using on OSB broadcasting that program. I made that little thing in the background. I can actually turn on the things in it too. So this is only the second in the street. It can move in one direction. You can make it larger or bigger if you want. But this is pretty cool. Look at that, you guys see what I'm saying? Yeah, that program uses OBS. Look it up. And you can get the OBS install software to go to the web thing. You can bring your laptop to your GSL system. It goes pretty good. But I'm just trying to get you. Let's do this cell phone here. The one I did before. I'm going to do all the videos that way. But this one I'm trying on was cell phone camera. See how it's coming on the live stream. And the laptop's all the way in out by the cruiser. In that room. And also the webcam's actually running down below with the hour. So that's how this thing's running on tripod. It's pretty cool. But these little Samsung phones get out a little better than the other one. This is a different one. Boy, no DX tonight. Someone's trying to come back in. You hear that, guys? But yeah, you could do this. And I think Whiteman should give it a try on this thing. He can do this with his laptop, and it will work for Apple iPhones too. He's got an iPhone. He's got the OSB software. Plug in the install on the App Store and get it, and you should be able to work with something like this. But you can play with a lot of stuff in there. It takes things up, and this is like that professional studio style. So, the weather forecast so we can see it tonight. We can actually look at it. Don't forget to email udxcradio@yahoo.com if you want a UDX number. UDX390 will set you one up. If you want, pick out a UDX number you want to put out there, want to get. He'll let you know if it's edible or not. Check out 399 on YouTube. I know you did a live stream block on YouTube. I've been there. And you guys don't understand how that place it is. It's mostly water sports. And I've been there back in 2011 and 2010. My dad used to go ice fishing out there on his days on the weekends when he got off his job and stuff. So you went ice fishing many times for rainbow trout. They have a lot of rainbow trout out there in Rockport, Utah. That's what they catch for rainbow trout in the wintertime. Ice fishing or deer hunting. Most of them do a lot of ice fishing on the lake. I even have this ice fishing gear here at the house here in the shed because fish finder, a little something to walk across, and even one of those buddy heaters, which it still works good. So is y'all okay? I'm running this camera all the way out there, man. It's pretty cool. Running with a laptop, wires, and running with a Wi-Fi downstairs. This is pretty cool. You can run multi-camera. This program is the free version, but you can buy this if you want. But that's what it shows up in the background. So I'm looking at my phone now and looking at how it works. I turn on the audio. Looks pretty good, not bad. The grant just maybe a week is in there. I think it's pretty good quality up there. So you guys out there tonight, how you guys doing on Skipland? What's going on out there? You guys got any skip today? Finally, it's like 10 evening, and we finally not I gotta go to California right now. We're just getting a lot of QR numerals. I think there's like a solar flare happening again, and I think that's what we're getting. Another one of those what they're having, they call it. I think we're just doing magnetstorms. That's why we're not picking up any GX right now. guys will know it. Well, the guy with Ridge Runner, he's about 40 miles away. Tater Rock, Tennessee is east of my county area. He's over near Sweetwater, so he's about 40 miles away. This guy fixes all kinds of radios, I heard, all the time. This guy has one of the coolest radios. You only have to go in the Smoky Mountain Skip Chases, go look up Ridge Runner, you'll find him in there. And he has one of his Jack 10s, a tube radio. And this one has the sideband built to it. That's the guy you hear him talking that radio. I think it's the Jack 10 you hear him out there a lot of times, or some radio he's using. But the guy has Cobra 29s, I think. Rooster knows him out there on the radio. Check what's going on here. Man, a lot of noise. No DX tonight. I'm sorry, guys. We're just trying this out tonight. But these guys are not out here this late. They're usually out here this late. I was checking all the conditions, but man, I was trying to get out there to see if I could get Guam tonight. Last night we had Guam. You guys saw it on video. Go to my live stream from yesterday, and you'll hear the guy from Guam. And I heard him on my beat. I was trying to get a contact with him, but somebody got him from Tennessee and Arizona. Sounds like DX is trying to come back, guys. See it? Yep. Coming back in. Let me go get a drink. I'll be right back in a few minutes. We'll start to get some DX in here. I think it's coming. I was telling you guys, I just went back to my laptop to check in. I was in on there, you got that little display come back on. But I was telling you guys out there, yeah, this OSB software I'm talking on here right now, it'll do Rumble. Yes, it'll work with Rumble. It's very easy to do. JT doesn't know how to do OBS. It takes time when you want to learn how to do it. But we'll still go back to the basic cell phone like I did before all the live stream. This is even much better, running to my DSL router downstairs. It goes right through his phone, and it's actually running to the laptop wirelessly. About 30 feet away, but it's getting pretty good. So yeah, it's one of those ones you get them at like a track room. You get one of these. That's what this is. But this one's deactivated, but it can run your Wi-Fi itself on the regular internet. It's just pretty cool. So I was testing this out to see how it's gonna work. But this is great. We can also bring the laptop out here and we can do either way on the camera and also we can have the camera at the same time. Or we just sit down and we set the bed. We do a lot of things to the bed. It's pretty cool. To get out of the United Delta X-ray, to get out there, see them back, and get there, and see it. It's pretty cool. And it's gonna make it look great. It's pretty cool. Hey, what's up, Rico? From Ryan Alex, thanks for coming to chat today. I'm looking through on my phone. I am glad you guys set up on it. That's why it'll hear kind of like today. So man, it's been kind of crazy. I hope my fridge will be okay soon, but that Samsung fridge, what's going on with it, if we can water it and get an air on it, it's like 4 years old, but at least it's under 10-year warranty. Probably get it this soon, but it's still cooling off my food. But I lost a lot of stuff in the freezer today. Not the big one. Then mostly out here we're doing a lot of deer out here. We have some out harvested. My garden's doing good. We had a lot of rain yesterday. And that's what we've been doing. So you guys know all that. Make sure you guys check my Rumble channel out there. Go type in my VGX360 chat there, Foxman360. You'll find me on Rumble, but we'll still do it on YouTube no matter what. I actually uploaded the same video from the live stream from last night to put it on Rumble so people can see it. And most every time when I do a video on upstream, when I upload a video on YouTube here, it'll go to picture automatically when the scene's over there. It'll do it. So right now, 82 degrees is pretty good temperature out here. But man, no DX out of tonight. I'm gonna go look around and see what's going on 38. Maybe we try some more northeast states. I'm looking through you guys in the chat right now. This is something where 2112 needs to do something like this. OBS software. He's got a Mac computer, but you can learn how to do some really great stuff. This one, about this program, you could actually have yourself in green screen. You have a green screen in the background, you can make it look cool. We get something like green in the background, we can also make it look like it's in parts of seats and stuff like that. You can do a lot of things with this program. But the green screen has to go in the back of in the video, or to make the display like that. You can do a lot of things like that, but this thing can do green screen if you want. But if you don't like Windows 11 laptop like Dell, it's pretty good. But I got that computer for free because I got 2 laptops for free from my brother. And he's got that new one, he does video games on it. But this one, they do play some games, but I don't want games on it. But it's a pretty nice Dell computer. And it's got an SSD drive in it, but I still use my Mac still, but it's pretty cool. But this computer is great. It's got a miniature webcam, but it's a small one that I don't even use it. But it's got a microphone built into the laptop and all that stuff. And it can do what you want to do for your media and stuff. Like if you want to go on live streams or do perfect or do YouTube, it's okay. But my brother bought the laptop on contract at a good price and stuff like that. They sell my contracts you get them. And that's when you should find them. A lot of times guys like to put you in pawn shops and sell them for a good deal. So it's a pretty decent laptop to do all about YouTube videos. Yeah, it's only what's happening that you can't hear me out there. It's connected far away from the router. So I'm actually streaming at the same time with this camera running down there. Either way, it goes right to the laptop. See how I'm here in a second. You guys hear me now? Yeah, no DX right now. Let me try this. Still a 30-second delay on this thing. You guys hear me now? Yeah, no yes right now. You hear me okay now? See, I had to turn it down. That's what does all that. I'm gonna turn my phone down. So you guys are doing good after tonight. So we're doing good. That's my brother's phone here. We're using on the live stream, running with the OSB software. It's running from my laptop in the other side of the room, and most of this camera is connected to my Wi-Fi router downstairs, and it's running up to that way to the laptop because it runs that way like a regular webcam without connecting it. That's what it is. So I'm running the laptop in the other room about 30 feet away. It'll do that when it streams on the air. We're doing live stream, but and you can do off stream. But I'm actually trying out the Sunny Seattle sound. So far, it's doing pretty good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because this is a one of the Samsung Galaxy phones with the 3 pins. It's a track phone, but he had this for almost 3 years, and this thing had battery problems, but now the battery's no problem. He has like a new Samsung phone, just like the same kind of display, but a little bit newer model. But this is actually running wireless, and I'm running it through a Wi-Fi router downstairs. You guys know all about that, and it's running it to my laptop on the internet, the same one too. So we're actually running OSB software on the laptop on Windows 11, the one you guys saw on the live view we're doing right now. So it's actually doing pretty good for a wireless webcam. Not bad. And you can go get the app for OSB for the camera, but this is a free version I'm using, and you get it on Android and iPhones. It'll work. Because if you find an OSB, that's the one you can go get. It'll show you all that. So I put it in about 3 days ago. So it's pretty good. And maybe we'll do it the same phone I have when we did all the recordings of the DX videos I've been doing with the other one. So I still do that, but we'll just do it different ways like that, and do it like this. And also the one with the audio jack you guys heard last night. The one with the audio jack one was run like 30-foot cord, almost 50-foot cord that goes right all the way to this microphone that goes to the speaker. And with the one we plugged into Quad 5 with the jack in it we did a while back. But I did a little short video so you guys will see this later, what it looks like what we're doing right now. You'll see how I set this up. It's pretty cool. But also the one I did yesterday, it has like a little sound card goes in. This one I had a while back, the little sound card I bought back 5-8 years ago, and I used to run one of those little radio things on it. And I also have a DX mix. I have one of those mixers that goes with it, a Yamaha mixer, which I can find out later on. But it can have these 8 channels in it. But you can run that audio jack probably in the computer without a USB or a sound card on a laptop. It does pretty good, I think it does. But with this little sound card, when I'm doing it, it has 2 headset ports, and then you can plug it in there with this USB port I actually have, which it's a very small device. You can actually run, you can actually unplug the microphone, and you can switch it over to another one if you want. You can plug the radio, put it inside the radio jack if you want. But so you guys can see the jacks in the background. So last night, I was doing the live stream. We actually had Guam that came at 11:45 last night, yesterday, and he was actually a guy called 325. You sure saw the video on my live stream. It was pretty good quality, but he was eating like an S7 between S5. He was eating about S7 between S5 at my rate. I had him at 240 degrees between, it was around 270. Then when I got 310, I got him pretty good, but it was around that range when I heard him. And 310 degrees, when I looked up last night on the azimuth chart, you guys can go look it up on the internet. You can put in your coordinates for your city and town, and they have those little blue charts you get, like you see in the picture in the background looking at right there. And I looked at the degree where it was at, and it's usually around 310 degrees where I'm at, where it points toward Jungle Joe's house. That's where the Guam is, where the Mariana Islands it is. I think it's the Marshall Islands it is, right down there. That is usually hit Guam that way on the beam. And man, it would have been nice I got a contact, but there were too many stations on here. But people in Arizona were getting last night. There was someone in New York was talking to him out there. It was pretty good. So yeah, this has been a great live stream. But we're trying to see if any DX comes in. You see that meter moves, but what's going on over there, you guys out there tonight? Are you guys getting DX right now? Let me know. Yeah, the only way you hear that static in the background was actually the radio. So that's why you get to hear it better on the speaker. That's the speaker you're on the Wilson. And you saw the microphone right there you're looking at right now. So we got the camera running from the laptop to here. It's doing pretty good. So you guys heard Rich running out there. We were talking on the Quad 5. And this little thing in the background, see it moving on channel 385? It's actually called Scroll. You go inside the text, you can do it. And you can do that. They have all the stuff on YouTube you can learn from OBS, how you can learn it. If you want to put a clock in, it'll show you how to do it, which is running on one of the, you can create it out of this little thing you can do. It's basic stuff. But this little camera software here, you can't, the one you see on the camera on channel 3, you can't move this on the screen. It's a freeware version of it. And that's the only way it does it. It can actually do full screen if you want. This is like almost 720 over here, but you can make a full-size screen and you can switch it anytime you do it right on the internet live. You could do that. It's pretty cool. You could do it. And I wish everybody could learn how to do this too, but yeah. But since Andy's got a laptop on his system, he can probably get OSB software and he can run it on a live stream like I do. And it doesn't matter. You guys put any location you want out there on the World Wide Web on your radios. It doesn't matter if it's, you know, want to see how the quality is. But I gotta show you guys how to use OBS software. I've been telling the guys out there on Facebook about it. I was telling Dirty Diaper, and also was telling Brad. But Brad should try something like this. I think he'll actually like this. But it takes time to set the whole thing up. But you'll like it. You can go into your web browser, but you can use different web browsers on this here. You don't have to go into your real web browser for people to see. You can do that. You can go on another one, but you can still go on your real web browser. But just leave the icon open for you can see it up close. And you can do all that stuff. That's how Dennis runs his stuff like this. And I bet he's using this program 95% of the time. This is probably the one he uses. And that guy is working a lot of switches on it. Like, believe me, he's probably got to be working at least, I say 2 laptops at the same time. Probably doing OTR network, the OTR network. Probably doing 2 laptops or a desktop. He's got to be running at least 2 systems or 3, the way he's doing it, and clicking the mouse at the same time. He could actually do it on a remote access if he wants. But I think he's running one laptop doing all that. But then you should look at OBS software. It's a pretty good program. It's very small. And when I did the live stream last night, when I did the one with the jack in the background, like all that stuff without the moving thing, and guess how much megs was the video was? When I downloaded it, was only like 500 megs. For that whole live stream for 4 hours, not bad. But on your camera phone, it feels a little bit more, but it's still a little quite the same. But you get low kind of memory on when you do the live stream. It's pretty cool. But it's actually gets like 500 megs only for 4 hours. That's not bad for MPEG 4s. So, how you guys are doing out there tonight? Have you guys got any DX conditions? Let me know in the chat. Are you guys in DX over in Arizona, up in Canada, out there where Walker's Customs at, UDX 490, 049, sorry about that. Right now we're out of DX, but last night was different conditions. I hope things get better. I think we're having one of those geomagnet storms. That's probably what's going on here. And that was pretty awesome either way. But I think World Radio 559 is going to be coming on real soon. I think about 20 minutes from now, but right now it's like 10:44. But yeah, I want you guys to get checked in tonight. But I was doing a test live stream to see how this thing sounds, but pretty cool. But yeah, I gotta show you how you guys use this. This is cool, but using my brother's cell phone, we'll probably do this if we want to do something like that. It's pretty awesome. But I still use this cell phone here to put this on the basic stuff. But we're trying different new things. We can do it a lot of different ways like this. to make the channel to get all this DX content. The good thing, I got the clock here so we can actually make those DX content. I have still have the clock up here. You see above, it still does that either way. It doesn't matter, but you can still get the times either way. But this is some idea we could try something like that. It's pretty cool. At least we got the little logos out here tonight. It's pretty cool. And I know JT's been doing a lot of live streams the last couple of nights out here too. He's been doing a lot of that stuff, but I think the DX is going to start picking up by fall either way, but wait till the trees will start dying with the leaves and we'll be able to pick it up a little better. But I finally got back on the air with either way with the, let me get close to the mic here. I finally got back on the DX after, finally got back on the beat almost 1 month. And the last time it was July 18th when the tree came down. And the next day that French guy came next door. We'll just call him French guy. Either way, we don't want to give his real name out there on the World Wide Web. We don't want to do that, but he does watch my videos on YouTube. I show him my channel with some of the C Radio. He actually was pretty quite amazed. The guy doesn't, he speaks some English pretty okay. He speaks a lot of French. His wife is American. She speaks English too. They're like 80-year-old type people. They're a lot older than me. They've been here in this area since 2000 and I think 2022 they've been here in this area. I think it was 2023, who knows. But mostly you don't see that guy all the time, but he usually comes out there either way, but it's pretty cool. But this guy actually helped me and his friend with the tree, and mostly his friend came all the way from Paris, France during that week, and he had to work on his art. He bought an RV, so they sent him back to France to do when they sell it for a good price. Either way, that's what they did. But this guy was a motocross championship a long time ago, so this guy could fix about anything, I heard. And they were trying to fix my mom's lawnmower, which is bad bearings on the blade wheels. That's what it is. But that guy wouldn't help with the tree because you guys knew how much either way. But most of my family members would not even help me with the tree cutting that way. You know, two French guys actually that helped me out. I had to do a lot of the branches throwing around, but we still got some out in the yard. But they had to cut to get the logs off the roof, off this room either way. And they did it less than in a couple hours. That's when it happened that day. Then after that week, the next day after that, my dad ended up in the hospital, and I'll tell you guys about that. It was back during July. He stayed in the hospital for like 8 days, I think it was. He didn't came home till the week later, and he had a kidney stone down you know where, and plus he had sepsis inside his bloodstream. That's what happened. But we usually keep him in very good top shape for him either way. And mostly he was coughing, he was throwing up, and that's what happened. It was the kidney stone. And he's probably still recovering from slowly the way from that surgery. They just took it down his throat and removed it. That's what it did down there below. And he still can talk some, but his eyes started open a little bit more. But we're just doing the best we can to clean his mess every night because my mom does that. I help her out, and that's what I'm saying. And he's recovering very quite slowly either way. He's still coughing a little bit either way, but he still talks kind of low, but he still talks a little bit better either way. His eyes starting to finally open up a little bit more each time it's happened. His throat's actually healing from all that surgery. That's what's happening. So you guys had no DX tonight. So I was just telling you in a second, guys. Yeah. So either way, let me check on the stream what's going on tonight. See anybody out there? Yeah, I'm at 310 degrees. I parked it right now. So we got some DX coming in slowly. I hear them out there. Here we go, guys. I think we're starting to get some DX right now. Let me close out the chat here in a second and keep on that phone. Just close out this see. I'm going to look and see what's coming in. I'll go back in the chat in a minute. Yeah, I hear someone way out in the distance, guys. Maybe we try to see my boomerang. I'm gonna go look in a second. That's why you're the static in the background. It's the radio. You gotta get quiet. We're moving away from the west coast. That's where the sun's actually at over that way. You hear the loudest static, that's where the sun's at. Cool! Where's that guy at? I hear someone. You hear him? It's gotta be New York. I'm gonna go look over New York right now to 50 degrees. I'm gonna try. I hear some skip out there.
No, somebody said she wants to know George Cash.
Come on back. You gotta get him. Where is he at? Trying to figure it out. Let's give it a call out a second. Calling CQDX. Calling CQDX. 362. Knox, Tennessee calling. He could be out of Wisconsin, I'm guessing. I'm at almost 50 degrees. It's mostly from that area. So we hear some backscatter skip. I hear someone out there. I'm gonna go back to 90 degrees. I'm gonna swing it over to. Go to 310. I'm gonna swing up to a west comms to see if I can hear him. I'm usually around 300 degrees or 320. I hear some DX out there somewhere. I'm trying to guess where it's at. Going over to 310 degrees. .340 right there. Let's see what 340 is. That could be the ground guy. I read 350. Check it over there. 350 puts it around almost right in this house right there. I'm doing it right now. Let's see. Man, 330 degrees. Looking over there. Checking it out. We'll go back to 310. This sounds like it's coming from somewhere. Probably New Jersey or somewhere. I'm looking around right now. Go back to 290. Check the distance. Sounds like Australia coming in, guys. Here we go. Trying to make out what's that station at. Well, here's Skip, guys. We're at 50 degrees. We got someone out there. I'm gonna try to make the station. Call CQDX. Calling CQDX. 362. Knoxville, Tennessee calling. I hear someone out there.
A total closet clean. It's just like, driving crazy.
How about anyone out there tonight calling CQDX? You got a copy on the station down in Knoxville, Tennessee. 362. We're trying. We hear someone out there, guys, at 1 pound. They're still getting GX. That's pretty amazing. That's weird.
Well,
I don't know, it sounds like in Texas or in the Northeast states. Probably doesn't hear me, guys. Probably skip here in a little bit. So what time is it now? 10:57? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna be checking the World Radio 559 out there tonight. So I think somewhere in the Northeast states. I think that's where it's coming from, North Carolina or between the Northeast states. I'm looking at here, that guy over there. You guys heard him out there. It's just Skip's trying to open up. We might be able to get something tonight. Not a big skip tonight so far, we're just checking. It's kind of weird DX tonight. Sorry guys, you don't have a good DX tonight, but at least we try to have some good games on it too. Right? Trying to figure out where that guy is at. Maybe we'll grab something at this hour. Okay, I'm gonna get checked on World Radio 559 in a second. And I'll be right here in a second. I'm gonna get checked on the side street tonight. I feel like there's supposed to be a category 4 this weekend for a hurricane. I'm looking at it right in Ernie. They're showing all the stuff on there. Okay, it's not World Radio 559. Okay, that's tomorrow night. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, it's Friday. Okay. It's Thursday. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah. I was kind of really tired. We got wagon ranches. We got that Lockport Reservoir. I actually been there when we standing in that area like I'm looking at. I know exactly where he's at. He's on the eastern end of the lake. Most of that's where he's at. But most of he's probably going fishing for rainbow trout. Yeah, I know what Rockport Reservoir is. I've walked in that place. And yeah, that's what he's doing. I don't teach you how to use the OSP software. It's amazing. You can look at a lot of stuff, but this is the way basic stuff you can do. It's easy to do. It's not hard. And once you get the program, you have a laptop and Windows 11, you're okay with it. And once you get some good audio jacks in the system, and you can use wireless camera, you can do that. So you don't need a webcam. You can even buy one of these cell phones you get. And you have like anything with good Android phone, you'll be able to use it. Most you can do that no problem with OSP software. It's easy to do. You set the subtitles and do all that stuff. And you can run it on Rumble, you can run it on different ones, you can run it on YouTube. And there's a lot more stuff you can play around with it. I'm just learning how to do it pretty easily. But last time my stream was actually with an audio jack and a microphone. A cheap microphone you get at Walmart with these camera kits, which I got a while back. And it comes with like a light that goes with it on top of your cell phone camera things. Which the microphone did not work for my phone back then when I plugged the jack. I tried it, but it works with this thing with one of those sound cards. It's pretty good. So yeah, pretty good. One was going to do on videos tonight. 21 was on the show last night. And showing off the stage drum. I know that kind of drums got. I have one of those. And I'm talking about those kind of toy drums. I'll tell you something about that. I have one of them dance drums. I have a bunch of toy drums. Hudson drums. And I know which are pretty good when I bought it back several years ago. And I have one with like a small camera one used for repairs, but the Hudson drums are something you do pretty good with practicing around, but the way you gotta fly a drum, I don't know if you know how to do it, but I have one of those Phantom Advanced drums, Phantom Advanced 3 Advanced drums, which I haven't updated the software for almost 5, 6 years, 8 years ago. It still works fine, and it flies with the GPS when you stay floating in the air. It does that. You don't even need to put a camera on it. I have done it. You can record it right on there with the camera on it, but you don't even need a cell phone to run it. You just use the remote. It's pretty easy. But I did it with the cell phone when I ran it a long time ago. But yeah, and long as you keep it steady, not be in cell phone range, your cell towers are okay. And you gotta study it where you make sure you don't hit any airplanes and stuff like that. And the way you practice for your drone flying, the way you practice your drone flying is you just have to Practice like a football field. That's all you have to do. Like a rectangle shape to fly in that area like a football field. And you get good at the drone skills. It takes some time to do that. It's pretty easy. Let me check my live stream to see who's out there tonight. See who came out there today. Yeah, that's kind of weird conditions, Paul. That's kind of weird. The excellent conditions were excellent here today. Listen, nah. It's one of them solar storms. There was this lady, she's a hamburger operator out there. You know who starts with the letter R. Justin was out there today in the chat. I was with him earlier this afternoon. And she was getting all these DX conditions on ham radio. And they were having like the geomagnetic storms up there up in the north hemisphere, way up near the North Pole. That's what it was. Maybe that's probably what happened today. We had these geomagnetic storms. Probably that's what's knocking our blackout communication. I saw some on it earlier today on the solar report, telling from August 13 on up through to 16 or something like that. I think we have a geomagnetic storm today. So, maybe we'll do something before we get out of here tonight. I don't know. Maybe we'll show you eBay of the week. I'm going to show you some radios on eBay. If you guys want to see some of that, we'll go look at the radios. I'm not going to talk over mine. You guys, I'm going to show you eBay of the week. Maybe we can do something really cool about it. I don't know. I think you guys should look at some of what's going on Flea Day tonight. We'll see what's out there. But maybe I wish I could go to wireless network or something. Yes. But I don't want to have a TV in the background because my wife's watching TV in that room there. And you don't want to have that on YouTube, yeah. You don't want to have something like that. But maybe I can show you guys what eBay of the week looks like tonight. Maybe do something like that. We're not getting the expeditions. I'll show you a few radios we're going to look at. And maybe I'll do it for a few minutes to look around. Then we'll jump back out here. We'll check the condition a little later. I don't know. Let's do the eBay week out there for a second, guys. Let's go look around some radio shout-outs, but maybe we'll get some channels out there tonight. Maybe I can show maybe I can get you all the YouTube channels tonight. Who knows? Maybe I'll look at what's going on. We'll see what's on the eBay of the week. Maybe I'll check the weather report. I don't know, but let's go look on eBay right now and see what radio, guys. If you want to purchase one of these things, maybe you can grab it up. I'll leave this on here for a second and run this in the background with the static. I think that'd be quite good. So then they'll think we're talking out here on the radio. That'd be cool. And maybe we can turn on the Quad 5. And we can run it at the same time. That'd be great. We have two radios. I still see you guys in chat on there. I want to park them in at 310 degrees for protection. I'm going to do that. We'll see what we hear anyway. I'm going to see if we can try something. Yeah, no DX tonight. The camera's actually brighter on this thing. It's really cool. It's on Wi-Fi LAN on this thing. But I'll show you where you get the programs at. Wait, we got something, guys. We hear someone that... That's weird. You guys hear it? It's definitely not a QRM, but we hear some skip out there. But that's crazy. Man, that's some bad Geo Mega Storms. You don't hear them on this radio, guys. You don't hear them on the Quad 5. It's kind of different on this radio. That's the Jamaica channel, guys. You guys can see it up there. Yeah, that'd be static. Geo Mega Storms. You know what that is. No Channel 6 tonight. This is a great radio. It's pretty good. It was on YouTube. You guys saw that. Let's do a radio check. See anyone out there tonight. I'll switch it there. Breaker 19 for a radio check. Breaker channel. Breaker 19 for a radio check. Is this radio working? Audio test 1, 2, 3. Breaker 19 for a radio check. Breaker 19 for a radio check. Let's see if it works on this AM. Let's try something real cool with this. So you guys can hear it. I'll turn it up. There we go. It's working, guys. You can hear it. Let's try it. Breaker 19. Breaker 19 for a radio check. So the radio is working, guys. When you hear that, it's working on there. I'll put it up here so it doesn't mess the meter. Okay. We're not trying to, the only thing we can turn off is radio when we do that. When we talk that. So, we don't hear anybody on 26 right now. I usually hear the guys on 26, but Richard is out there all the time. I've talked to him before. Okay, let's do some eBay week, guys. I'll show you the radios that have been on eBay tonight. I'll go up here for a second and put out that we talk to you guys for a couple minutes. I'll go hear you guys on the thing either way. Let's go look at some radios on eBay. If we don't get into this tonight, we'll go do something back for you guys, especially for like, let's go check on what's going on eBay the week. The most coolest radios out there. We'll see what the Cobra 139s are. We'll see if anybody out there. I'll just do it quick and let this run in the background static. It's better to do it that way so you guys can think that it's talking out there. It's cool. And I'll do that for a couple minutes to show you guys in a second to see what's going on. And I'll see you guys in the chat over there in a minute. not getting skip tonight. You guys see that? No skip. We're just doing all this stuff. We'll do some normal swing around beam in a minute. Let's check anybody on the quad 5. Yeah, there's 2 mega storms that happen, guys. You know how that happens. I'm sorry those people got flooded in Chattanooga the other day. They got no flood warning, I heard. Could be true or not. No skip tonight. It would be great for local talk tonight. But originally was out there about an hour ago. You usually hear these guys out there no problem. Getting an S3 noise on the mark here, guys. But this thing's pretty cool what I'm doing. This one's got 3 camera lenses on it. You guys will see it. Wish I had those cameras do more stuff like that, but nothing on 37, 38. So let's check here. That sounds different the other day. This radio actually sounds really good. The old radios do a little better. You guys hear it? It's a very different. I'm starting to hear something out there. It's a Q of Magistorms. We'll do a swing again. And we'll try to check some DX. We did the eBay of the week, guys. You saw that. So this is the way Dirty Diapers should do this. It's pretty easy to do. So, then we're going the other way to 90 degrees east. Then we get on one of those webcam softwares. We'll see if we can get it to work. We'll check the old bridge one. See if we can hear ourselves. I'll write that, guys, in a few minutes. So let's see what condition right now. Let's see the air pressure previously. It's on there. I'm going to look at the road all that for some back there. So you guys near any cities out there on the road as far as you know, maybe we get you guys really out there on the trail tonight. Looks like the old bridge is open, guys. I'm checking the stuff and looking at it. See if I can hear myself. I'll go in there. If I do hear myself, I usually know where it's at. Usually 80 to 70 degrees. I can get up to 70 degrees. Get over Oak Ridge. Maybe about 80 or 70. Let me see if I can hear myself. Let me turn this down. I'm going to hear myself around Oak Ridge, Tennessee with the SDR. If I do hear myself, then I will actually put it on the live stream on this thing. You can't hear too well on this thing. Let's see if I can hear myself. Audio. Give it a second. Let me get over to 70 degrees. Try to hear myself again. Audio. Audio. We're on 385. Let me check my little map indicator we're going to see. Yeah, I usually hear it on that thing on a good night on that. So let's hear it on these. Could be there. Let's try 80 degrees. See if I hear myself. Audio. Audio. Yeah, I can't hear myself. Sometimes when you get closer, you'll hear it. You guys can hear it. Here's the STR out of Oak Ridge, guys. You see it? We're trying to hear that thing. And I have gotten into it before. Let's do it again. Yeah, there's a delay, guys. I hear it. Let me go put it on the internet and you guys can hear it. Audio. Here we go. Turn the volume up. Let's do it. You guys will hear it. I'm going to try to do something in a second. I turn up the volume in the SDR. Audio. Yeah, I heard myself. I did hear it. I'll turn it on for you guys to hear it. Audio. Audio. Yeah, I'm actually hearing it, guys. Let me show you in a second. You'll hear me on the Oak Ridge repeater. I'm going to yell at myself in the mic. And maybe we'll have it on the World Wide Web at the same time. You guys will hear it. Watch this up. I'll be back in a second. And I'll show you guys. I'll clearly show you we can get on the Oak Ridge repeater. Let me go fire that up so you guys can see it on the stream. It actually is making it all the way 30 to 40 miles away. So we're picking up 80 degrees on the WED SDR repeater out of Oak Ridge. I know exactly. I can leave this on at the same time and show you guys in a second. You guys will hear it on the computer. I'm going to do that right now. I'll be right back in a minute. back, guys. I know there's one watching us. I think it's probably in the background. So we got the live stream going on tonight. That was good. So I hope I get myself. Let me check. Let's do this on the stream tonight. I'll show you the stickers before we go. Sorry, I was helping my dad a while ago for about 20 minutes. We had the Light West yard out of Old Bridge, Tennessee. That's on the west side of Knoxville. Let me turn this phone down so I don't have to repeat on the echo. And I can actually say hi to the guys out there. So I'm glad this thing is doing good. This is my brother's phone. It's a Samsung Galaxy with the 3 lens. It's pretty good. It hooks up to OSB software. Our battery's looking good at 84% on the battery. What's it do looking at? It's looking good at 84%. So this thing keeps it charged when it does this. It eats pretty good, but we can make at least 4 or 5 hours of this kind of thing right on this thing we want. But I'm running almost 30 feet from another room over there. Man, it's pretty good, but we can always bring the laptop out here and run this camera very close to it. It might give it a little better delay either way, but yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty cool. Well, let's use the cell phone like we do the recordings like you see, and I'll show you the setup, what I was doing today. I'll be bringing a video on that before we go off the live stream tonight. It'll be like a short video, not a long video, like the short quick video. You'll see it, what I did. You guys will see what I did, and you'll be able to learn it. It's a pretty cool program, but it takes time to set it up. But I have like two scenes in the thing. I hope my audio is coming out today, but let's go around the DX. Before we get out of here one more time, I'm going to go back 90 degrees, but we're at 80 degrees. Before I was telling you, before we swing back over the 310, well, you heard me on the audio on the Oak Ridge repeater one. I told you guys to see a while back. I'm shouting at the microphone, and that was pretty cool. Let's see if our microphone's still okay. I'll check it out. Audio. She's looking good. And what I did wrong, I had it on the AM on when I was on AM. I had it on sideband. Man, lucky it didn't fry that. Thank God it did not. But don't do that. I gotta make sure I don't do that every time. To leave it on the AM with the sideband on the box. But when I turned off the sideband and put the AM on the box, everything was okay. So sometimes it does that. But this is a good tuner. It does good. We have less reflective power on the system. And I saw the SWR did the other day. It's doing good. The radio's getting used to it, but what you got changing out to white fuses once in a while. And what's going on my refrigerator, my Samsung refrigerator, you guys know the ones with the tablets and stuff. And I think the capacitor's gone bad, but at least there's a 10-year warranty on the system. Thank God. I bought it 4 years ago at my local Lowe's when I first moved here. And I hope they replaced it for free, or it might cost some money either way, but this, it happens like this. The refrigerator is still working in the middle part, not the freezer part. And because it started leaking water on the floor quite a bit today. It's night right now, but this has been a great live stream. This camera, we're going to be doing a lot of live streams on this. Maybe we could do some more when we do some shows like, but we'll do the other ones still. But this is like connected to the Wi-Fi router downstairs, and it's the one that runs all the stuff in the whole entire thing. And running the laptop on OSB software, that was pretty cool. It was running with the app inside of it. But this is a free one up here, but you can buy the whole thing for the price. But I'll leave the free one in here for a while, see what it does. But this free one, you can actually get it for free. It'll run the web thing, no problem. But I don't know if it's got that icon in the background reading, but it's probably not showing. But it's pretty good. But this is the app is actually running in the phone, and plus on the laptop it's connected as like a webcam running through your Wi-Fi router to the OSB software where it reads it. And it's pretty good. You have to put it in there, it's all that. And you can set it different sizes for the thing. You can't move the thing on the screen. Only thing I see little grid squares on it, so that's what it does. But not on the OSB software, you don't see grid squares. On the phone, you see grid squares because It's the free program. But I don't know how much the program costs. Is maybe get it off there pretty cheap because it's on Google Play Store. Maybe someone have like some Google grade credit stuff. Maybe they give you like $5 for free for this app. That'd be cool. But maybe someone get the app for free. It'd be awesome. It's pretty cool. But well, I love doing more live streams on this, but I still do the other one live stream. Means we can have two live streams going at the same time. One on YouTube, one just on OSBS on YouTube, or you can run this on Rumble. You can do it either way. But the program does run on Rumble, all the other ones, and it runs YouTube, and it runs pretty good. It'll run at least almost like everything you do that, but it takes time when you learn how to do it. And they have it all that on YouTube. The OSBS thing runs that. It's pretty cool. So who came in the chat tonight? So I'm trying to figure out who came in the chat tonight. I'm gonna look through it in a minute. So before we start on the stickers, I'm gonna swing this beam back to 310, see if anything out there. So what we're doing on the one with the Oak Ridge pier, I was testing, telling how many degrees I was hitting. I got it at least 80 degrees when I first showed it the first time came in. Then I went over to 60 degrees. Now I went over to 70 degrees to try that. It sounded a little better at 70 degrees when it was right on spot on for Oak Ridge. Then when you put it on 60 degrees, it was right a little bit between. But when you get better around 70 degrees, between 80, that's where the best shot, the best stuff when you talk on the beam antenna over to west side of Knoxville, over near the Oak Ridge, wet SDR on the internet. That's what I'm doing. And I'm shouting on the microphone. It was pretty cool. You heard my voice on the stream, and I showed you guys on there. It was pretty awesome. And usually the best quality hit is around 70 degrees, between 80. You can get it on that pretty good, but 70 degrees is perfect, right on notch. It depends where it's at in location, but between 80 or 70 degrees is still the same, but 70 is a little better. But I'm looking at my charts here, my thing I wrote a while back. You guys see this? You see this right here? See this thing? You see that? Yeah, that's what we had this while back. So it was like we're hitting like it was 70 degrees. It could be 60 degrees. I was right on the first time when I did it, but mostly I put it over towards Spain when I'm pointing out. But usually 80 degrees on the sweet spot, between 70. That's right. And tonight we talked to someone out there on channel on the Quad 5 up here a while ago. You guys saw up there. Let's leave this guy on. We'll leave this down here. What channel? Let's go to the channel. Leave it on 38. Okay, that's good. It looks like no conditions, nothing. So we're talking to Ridge Runner on channel 26. You heard him on the stream a while ago. And right now it's midnight. It's August 15. You guys see it was August 14. We're doing the live stream right now. We'll do that. And he was over near Painted Rock. That's near Sweetwater, Tennessee. That's a good at least 35 miles, between 40 miles away to the east of me. He's on the edge of my county area, but it's usually 10 miles. But he was over near Painted Rock, Tennessee, over between Sweetwater to the east on the other side of the county, right over halfway near on the other side, west of Lawrence City, and south of Oak Ridge, but where Interstate 75 is at, or he's out in that rural area out there in Painted Rock. It's between before you hit I-75 out there, but never been there. But that's usually the east of my area. That guy heard me before, Ridge Runner, many times, and I talked on my mobile, even out in the parking lot when I done the antennas a while back, even the President Randy too. But Ridge Runner has heard me out there before, and he's good. He's he's about 30 miles away, maybe 30 to 40, I'm guessing, about 35 miles away, or 26 miles away, almost 30 miles away. We're Ridge Runner, 505 Ridge Runner, and you heard on channel 26. They're part of the Smoky Mountain Skip Chasers, even Rooster 2, but that's channel 26. That's East Tennessee, and also channel 12 is one of my local channels, and channel 19 is the channel. And mostly Rooster hangs on channel 26 and 24, and sometimes 18 on channel 18. When he's on 18, he does a show called Tube Radio Night on YouTube on once in a while on Fridays at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, and it goes on till these 9 o'clock when he stops at it. He does little check-ins. But on 26, they do these roundup check-ins once in a while. They go out there, and I've seen on the videos talk about back. We go say hi to them, and then we do. And some guys will do these check-ins. And what they do, I'll tell you about how it works. I don't know if you've seen it on the live stream. Bobcat's done it. Other guys done it. The Smoky Mountain Skip Chasers have done it before. That's them. They're running a Facebook group page called the Smoky Mountain Skip Chasers in Tennessee. I've seen it a while back since 2018 or 2019. What they do, they get everybody checked in out there, and they hear me either way. Then after that, everybody gets checked in. Then you start the roundup horse type round. What that means, if you have the best box in the world, or it doesn't matter, you just say, World Radio 559, when they had that guy on the live stream, and when they were doing all the check-ins, and they like popcorn, cornbread, stuff like that. When they're shouting out, that's how they do it in Tennessee on 26 when they do these fast check-in things. And they when you get checked in, then they say, okay, you get round number 1 ready to go. Then who's going to take number 31? Who's going to take number 2? Who's going to take number 3? And then they go next each round when they say the numbers. And when the person gets louder, that's when they take the number in for the person. They get them check in. That's how they work with the Smoky Mountain Skip Chasers. I've seen on 26 when Bobcat's done it. Rooster's done it. Some other guys have done it, and I've heard it. And that's what they do, and they do it for like 4 or 5 different times until that time runs out on that hour when they stop. But yeah, that's what they do on channel 26. You probably have heard it on the live stream sometimes, but on Rooster C Radio Connection, or on when they do it on Facebook on Smoky Mountain Skip Chasers. Yeah. But I have all their names right here, you guys can see, and I'll give you guys a list. Some of them I have, but there's a lot more. You guys see that? Pretty cool. But yeah, Flipper was out here tonight just checking this out. He was pretty cool. He was to see what I was doing. He's not getting skip conditions, I told you guys. It's in one of those things, the solar flares happen. This is the channel 12 guys you can talk to. And sometimes they're out there once in a while. But I love some of those channel 12 guys on the air, introduce them. And maybe we could get their C Radio story on the air. If we want to put a jack in it to hear my microphone right here on the side. That speaker can be hooked up to the Quad 5. There's a jack I set up in the back. I can switch it over if I want. I like the microphone a little better on that because I actually can hear myself. I can use it without showing the video, but I like to show videos on radios with this. But we'll do the other basic one with this little thing here. So I'll show you guys. You're in the chat room tonight. And I'll show you guys up here. I'll show you out there. And let me show you guys you're in the chat room tonight. So you guys don't get freaked out. So I got you guys right here. We're going to be using this thing here on some of our videos either way, but I'm going to show you guys here. So we can see you guys in the chat room tonight. So don't worry. We got you all right here. So we're cool, guys. I'm sure you guys are watching out there. There's 3 viewers. So that's my brother's phone. I was trying to run it on a live stream like you see. But I downloaded this thing a few days ago, but it's the free version I'm doing with this one here. So let's go look around on the skip land, see who's out there tonight, see if we might not be able to hear them. I hear something out there. Let's get around here at 10 degrees. I'm going to give it 90 degrees. I hear something out there. Let's get a little soon and see who's out there. If it's not out there, we're going to jump off the stream and go call for the night. Not right now yet. We'll check in a second. Then we're going to talk about the shows. You guys can get I'm going to talk about the piece of paper here. You guys see a while back. And that's what I'm saying. So we're swinging back over to 310 degrees, northwest corner. That's why I check. That's why I usually park by being at 310, so it's pretty safe on that side. So wind protection on that side. You guys see how quiet it went? That's pretty cool. Yeah, we're at 310 degrees right now, guys. We don't hear anybody out here tonight. Yeah, we're definitely in some tight conditions. So let me turn this down here. So I'm going to shout out to all you guys out there tonight. So let's talk about the channels here today. But I'm going to get on out here and go to bed soon. I'm glad you guys came here for me tonight. But I did it because that's what I was telling you. I was definitely help my dad out. You guys know all that. But let's sit down and relax. We got it on the show tonight. You guys see in the background. That is why we're part of the United Delta X-Ray. And I want to get 3 Nights channel out there for either way, because people can start doing his thing, get everything going. It's well worth for him, because we're one of the different kind of clubs to different other ones out there. We don't do like the other ones, like the needle benders, stuff like that. We're very different than them. But needle benders are good, and the World Radio is pretty nice, but pretty cool. But HCB Radio Club is different. But 390 is like the basic stuff. He's cool. And we want to get the club taken off very good, very good. But you guys will, if anybody wants to join it, you can get a UGX number out there. And I'll show you guys how to get one soon. His rules is no discontent. Okay, that's what 390 tells us. And he's out there doing Rockport, Utah. So I've been there. So when he showed the video today, I didn't see it, but I know exactly where he's at. He's on the eastern side of the lake or the west side of the lake. And mostly they do a lot of water sports in the summertime. And the last time I went there in 2010 or 2011, we went to rainbow trout fishing out there on the lake. Mostly, my dad rented a pontoon boat there. My mom did. But in the wintertime, it's really ice cold. Okay, I've been there on a sunny day and I showed a photo already today to Brad about it, where I did it back in 2010 when I first came here. My dad learned about ice fishing. He didn't know, but and I still have the one of those things that drills in the ice. My dad actually has it, and it comes with the motor that drills in it. So we kept all this stuff when we moved out to Utah to Tennessee. All the ice fishing gear, we still have it here. Even the sled, the deep fish finder. I don't know if they could do ice fishing in Tennessee. Would that be fun? The only thing you probably could do that in the Smoky Mountains, because they have 5,000-foot mountains and 7,000 foot. Maybe there's an ice fishing up there. There's probably a lake up there near Williams Dome. They probably do ice fishing out there. I don't know if they're allowed to do it, but it's not like thin ice. But I'm talking about what, yeah, my dad kept all this, mom kept all the stuff, even the drill and all that stuff. The little red drill, like a giant drill bit. And you drill into the ice with it when you make your hole. Then you use this little scraper thing, like a little spoon thing with little holes in it. You get all that ice out of it. Then you throw your line down in the water hole, and you go underneath like this little tent, a little like the tent that you keep your heater on to keep warm, and dress layers, and try to fish all day for rainbow trout. That's what you do. And man, too bad because 390 took a phone out there. That thing will get frozen during the batteries. Believe me. But at least he's doing it in the summertime, and that's where he's at right now, doing Rockport with his family. Doing some camping out there, probably doing some rainbow trout fishing. Most of those fishes will be in the deeper water in the middle of the lake. So tell them about that. Give them some tips. Mostly you will find the rainbow trout in the middle of the lake. They go deeper water in summertime. In the wintertime, they come up to the surface to shallow water to stay warm, but they like cold water. Rainbow trout's like cold water. They do have rainbow trouts in Tennessee up in one of the mountains up there. I think it's Cherokee Lake they call it, but I think that's what they do. They do have fly fishing either way, but mostly I know what a rainbow trout looks like. They're kind of average fish, pretty about the size of that radio right there, a little bit larger, the President Grant. So the shows we're talking about tonight. So don't forget to check out the Old 2 Radio Network. Comes on in a few days. We got it on our channel tonight right here. You guys see it. Check out the Old 2 Radio Network. Comes on Saturdays nights, 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 10 o'clock Central Daylight Time, and I think it's around 9 o'clock Mountain Daylight Time, and also um, that's right, and it'll be like 8 o'clock Pacific Daylight Time, and 7 o'clock for Hawaii and Alaska time. I don't know what the time before Guam out there, but yeah, we had Guam out there a few nights ago. You guys saw on the street. I would have loved to grab Guam on the beam. That would have been awesome. That guy out there talking out there, yeah. So if you guys get a hold of that guy in Guam, let us know about that. Maybe he could talk to me out there on the radio. So don't forget to check out the old Tube Radio Network. Dennis Thompson in Fresno, California. They do the Robin 123Bs and your Robin 240Ds and your Johnson Messengers 1s and 2s, and especially all the Robin radios, plus the Demico satellites, the Brown Goldie Eagles, and mostly the DAC 9s and the DAC 10s and the Cobra Cam 88s, and also U-Wave, and that little blue radio you hear out there once in a while, the Hustler from World Radio Labs, pretty cool, the General Radio telephones, and I'm going to shout out to Dennis on that, and also, this man is a fantastic, you don't understand the way this guy's running his live streams, because he's running on a PC, he must be running 5 different things at once, trust me. This guy takes a lot of work by clicking the mouse to doing all these things, and taking all that setup for 2 hours. Think about it. This guy takes a lot of time and nerd does, and he has a lot of equipment that runs this. Trust me. Look how I'm running my stuff either way with a little microphone like that. And now I'm telling you, I'm doing pretty good what I'm doing right now. I learned a lot of stuff years on that, but believe me, I never done anything like this before. But I've done things like that on other live streams, but not like this. This is different. But it takes some time to play with it either way once you do it. This is the channel, Bozo Control. Don't forget to check him out on YouTube. Tell him Dennis, the Foxman 362, UGX 362 sent you all the way from Tennessee. I'm sure he'll like it. Old Tube Radio Network. And it's one of those things you want to check out on a Saturday night, taking Splish Bash into Bash, and like getting out there at 2 o'clock in the morning out there, running from that night from all the way. This man does all kinds of cool stuff with Tube radios. You do the SWL check-ins if you're out in California and Skip Land and all that. And if you're out there on the Tube radio, he'll get you check in the Green Radio room. And don't forget the famous Green Eye Monster tubes. You hear the Green Eye out there, you see on those Tube radios like the Robins. Pretty amazing when you see all that. And there's a lot of stuff out there on Old Tube Radio Network. It's a good show. Plus, don't forget to check out the old Tube Radio Network. It comes on Saturdays, live stream, but he took a break off of live streaming last week because he had to win somewhere. But Dennis Thompson out of Fresno, California, good man out there, cool man. He's a professional in everything he's doing. Give the man some credit. I want you guys to check this show out. He's like Johnny Carson in a way on the Saturday night on Old Tube Radio Network, and he's like the bozo clown that knows how to bozo around on the Tube radio waves. And don't forget, the channel will be on channel 11, 27.085 AM on that dial. And don't forget to check it out on Citizen Band Radio, 27.085, channel 11 on 11 meters. And it's all right there, the Old Tube Radio Network. You'll be hearing them Hawaiian Islands and Australians out there in the Media Grass states and California and the West Coast and probably the East Coast of the United States and all over the world. Don't forget to check out the Old Tube Radio Network on Saturday nights, 11 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Keep it on that dial. And before that, there's another show comes out before that time, and he wants to get his show out there soon. And I hope he does the contest. You got to give him a chance. But before we do that, we'll talk about it in a few minutes. But we'll talk about him in a couple minutes. So this show comes on Fridays before, I think it's going to start today. I don't know if he's going to be out there. And he comes on Fridays once in a while. He's in East Tennessee. His name is Rooster C Radio Connection. There he is. Shout out to Rooster. He's out there on channel 26. once out there on channel AM. He's also on channel 24, channel 18. But when this show comes out here on channel 18 on Friday nights, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, he's out of Cleveland, Tennessee area outside of Chattanooga. And he's a good at least 60 miles away from my area. That's what you hear him on that thing lots of times, and sometimes here. I heard him on my backside of the beam the other day with this thing, 26. Mostly you'll hear him on this channel a lot. I talked to him before, and you heard a few nights ago. So I want to tell you guys, don't forget to check out Rooster on YouTube, Rooster C Radio Connection on YouTube. And he does a show called Tube Radio Night once in a while on a live stream. This is a Comsat 35, one of those radios I actually have, which I get my fix soon. But this is a Comsat 25. It's the black nose. I had the one with the red nose. There were two versions of this. This is the black nose one. And this one's a pretty nice one. And I wish I get my fix. It needs cat repair, but either way like that. But I have a Comsat 35 and a Robin 123B 40 channel modified system. So, don't forget, and this is, if you want to text him, give him a call, give him a call, text if you want to trade some radios with him. He does trade for C radios, anything like for drones and stuff like that. If you want to trade anything for him, he'll trade you with a C radio or a box or either way, or some other stuff like antenna system. This guy has a website. He does trade-ins, so don't forget to check him out. If you want to buy something from him on his site, you can do that. He also does trade in radios, and you can trade stuff with him either way. And tell him Foxman sent you over there from all the way from Tennessee. He'll know who the Foxman is. And this is his website where he sells his C radio equipment, and you get all the coaxes. He's out of that area. He sells things like this, microphones, you name it. I wish he could start selling capacitors. It'd be cool, like two radio, C radio parts and stuff like that. We'll be able to buy them. But he's in Cleveland, Tennessee. He sells all them little boxes, C radios, you name it, microphones, coaxes, you name the whole 9 yards. He's like Tim Taylor 2-man out there for C radios. Trust me. He's got his stuff. He's always sells stuff. And check out Rooster C Radio, roostercb.com. He's out of Tennessee. And call him up when you get time or text him. And don't forget to check out his YouTube channel, Rooster C Radio Connection, and don't forget to check him out. You'll be able to see it. Alright, let's check out, let's show something about that. I know our live stream's about, I don't know how many hours. I'm looking at my camera on the screen, it's pretty good. Alright, I'll let you go to bed, Diaper 21. So I'm going to tell you about your show in a minute. I see you out there in the chat. I'm looking around on my phone right here. So, you be going to bed soon? You have a good morning, okay. Before he goes to bed, I want to let him go to bed in a few seconds. I'm going to show us the show out here tonight. And I want to make sure we get this on the dial for him before he goes to bed. JT's in here. Dirty Diaper 21. He's in chat right now. So we're going to get his little thing out here, all the stickers. I'm putting it on the pile right now. Wish we could make some poker cards out of these things. Pretty cool. So, we got it all here. I've been trying to do this the best I can. I'm sorry I had some delays. I was helping my dad, and today what happened was all that fridge stuff. And what's up, Samsung fixes our fridge for free, or it doesn't cost our money, but it's just like you guys know. Because that fridge is great. It keeps everything cool. So I have other fridges downstairs. I have one of them. It's an old school one from the 80s. And I have a freezer here, yeah. You know, I have a second fridge downstairs. I do. But don't forget to check out. Let me get us some water, and I'll tell you guys Old Radio Night. The Old Radio Night is right here down at the bottom. This is the show you should check out. And we'll talk about it in a second about his 4K giveaway. The 4K giveaway he's talking about means when it hits 4,000 subscribers, he's going to do a giveaway. I want him to do the giveaway because he's great. And we talked about what's going on during the week. And so far, the thing we're talking about is who's voting on right now is still going on the votes, okay? We're not going to talk about what it is. UGX21 will tell you all about it, and the rest of the UGX guys will tell you. They only know from me on Facebook, and if you want to get that shareable link from them, they'll send it to you. So far, this guy created this back in July 31st. We're not going to tell you what it is on YouTube land, but I can tell you about that. You can go look and Rumble what I'm talking about. But I'm talking about they are still going up on votes right now. So they are going up on votes. It is still, people are voting at it every hour, every day. And we'll see what happens soon, what happens. But what I told JD about what he has to do right on here, he knows exactly what he has to do. He's going to be cool. Once you guys learn it from me, you're going to be awesome. And I'm telling you, you're going to be great. And I gave them some good advice about this. And we're going to still rock on the C radios no matter what. We'll still be on YouTube no matter what to do radios and other ones like Rumble, other ones like that. But we're going to still rock on the C radios on YouTube. Yeah, in YouTube land. No matter what. Don't give it, because you guys, and usually, and Highlander knows about this too. UGX 498, yes. So, before we do get on out here tonight, we're going to talk about, JT just came in the chat right now. 21.C. I want to talk about Old Radio Night. Don't forget to check him out on YouTube land. 21.C out of Charleston, South Carolina. The man has a lot of great radios from the 1970s, from the 50s to 60s alone, all the way up to the 80s and 90s, like what I had back in the 90s and 80s. But man, this man, when he puts some Galaxy Saturn radios, he makes me feel like I'm back in 1996 and 97 all over again, like my youth in the day, in the 1990s when I was in Hollywood, Florida, doing C radio. But I never owned Galaxy radio Saturn. That's why I got one of those RC 2950s. I wish I could get it repaired and stuff like that. But that's why, because there was a guy one time named Memphis Boy. Back in the day, he had a Moonraker antenna. He was on a 70-foot telephone pole out of North Miami. Bell CB knows who him very well is. If you want to call Bell CB, CB down in Sunrise, Florida, or Oakland Park, or in that area, tell them. They know who Memphis Boy is, and they've been to his house before, one of the workers. So I was a guy called Mr. Weatherman back in the day on Channel 17. So Memphis Boy sent a lot of stuff to me a long time ago. I had to return it back then. And he didn't know probably the moon stuff. He probably didn't know what happened to my Navajo base station radio. Never told him about that. That's what happened back then. But this guy was one of the biggest AM talkers in Cybertime. This guy had a base station that ran 55,000 watts. Not kidding. He was a 55,000 watts base station. Guy named Memphis Boy. Oh yeah. He worked at a Ford dealer out of North Miami Beach area. Out of North Miami, Florida, yes. But long story short, he wanted to try to help me to get me to build a box, but my dad didn't want to take it and all this stuff, didn't want to do it. Because back then it was different back in the 90s, because we didn't have YouTube back in the 90s. We just had dial-up, like AOL and CompuServe, Bell South, Net, and all those things. Especially I had AOL a long time ago. Don't forget to check out, and I want to talk about a show, Old Radio Night, a show you want to recommend to check it out on YouTube. It comes on Saturday nights, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, and he's out of Charleston, South Carolina. If you're out there on Channel 17, Channel 21, whatever, if you see it on the live stream, if you're in South Carolina or on the skip, say hi to him. He did a birthday show about me, and that was pretty awesome, pretty nice of him. I never get birthdays from a lot of people, very rarely. I don't, not including my other families, except my mother usually gives me money for birthday. That's usually it. But I didn't get no happy birthday on Facebook, or only except on YouTube. All my other guys, I'm glad they say happy birthday to me, all that stuff. So this is a show called Old Radio Night. Check them out there on YouTube land. And this is after, like, it's called ORN. This band's got different radios, 2 radios, you name it, and keep it on that dial. Dirty Diaper 21, UGX 21 out there in South Carolina. Keep it on the dial for sure. He will keep you going on the air forever. He's been on the radio since the 1970s. Trust me. This man has a fantastic channel. He repairs his own radios. He talks on his thing. He's on his beam. He's rocking and rolling all over the Carolinas. and he's rocking on out here too. Don't forget to check out Orator Night, and also the 4K giveaway will be coming out real soon. He's going to be drawing one of these things, a box or some stuff he's doing. We don't know what it is. Don't forget to check out. There's a giveaway contest called the 4K giveaway. I don't know what it is, but it's UGX21 doing it. 21 Dennis is doing the contest. He is. Dirty Diaper out of Charleston, South Carolina. Well, let's hope he does it. And who's gonna win the contest? Maybe I'll have some luck this time. Who knows? But that'd be good. So, and also, and we'll talk about either way. And we'll talk about his email address out here. And also, don't forget to check out Uncle Freddy out there on YouTube land. He's actually a real guy. And he does, if you want to get into the 21 shout-out wheel here, if you want to get into the 21 shout-out wheel, get in there before 9 o'clock. It'll spin you on the dial. It'll spin on down like Wheel of Fortune. And you'll get a bunch of those stickers I'm holding in my hand right now. It is cool. It is called 21 shout-out wheel. Get in there before 9 o'clock Eastern time. Get in there before. If you're in the chat, say hi to him. He'll make sure he'll do this. And he'll tell you. Uncle Freddy's shout-out will get you in there from UGX21, 21.SC in Charleston, South Carolina. Once you get in these dial-up wheels here, what you do, you say hi in the chat, he'll give you a blue wrench, and he'll put you in there and get your channel out there on YouTube. Once you do that, he'll draw everybody in it, and if you guys still losing the contest, no matter what, in the shout-out wheel, you'll still win either way. It'll come around to you later on. And once you do that, you get a bunch of stickers from him either way. So don't forget to check out Uncle Freddy out there on YouTube land. You'll see the sticker. We'll show you Uncle Freddy. He's a real chicken man, a guy in a cool suit, a real dude. And he's out there doing CB radios for Uncle Freddy Chicken Choke. He goes to events in areas. Don't forget to check out Uncle Freddy Chicken Choker on YouTube land. He does great. And he's rocked it right down. He usually is on Old Radio Night out there in South Carolina. He's in the Carolina land. And this is email address for Dirty Diaper 21 if you want to send him some stuff. He'll tell you how to get it out there. This thing's zooming good. That's it, guys. Check out Old Radio Night on YouTube. And you'll be able to say hi to him out there. He'll tell you. Foxman sent you over there, UGX362 over Knoxville, Tennessee. And this is another sticker he had a while back. This is one of them. Pretty cool. And we're great. We're great. And this is DX Empire from Dirty Diaper 2112. Dirty Diaper 21. Sorry about that. I get kind of confused that. I'm alright. So that's DX Empire. He's out there. He has a Facebook group page to check out DX Empire. He's out there on the internet too. This is Dirty Diaper. He made this one for him a while back. So yeah, Dirty Diaper is out, DX Empire is out there in radio land. And this is actually the CB Radio Brotherhood. We actually call the Citizen Band of Brothers. We actually have some music for real on CB radios. Even UGX21 out there has it. And 21.SC has it too. Me and him, we're in a part of like a CB radio club together. We'll call the Band of Brothers the Citizen Band of Brothers. Yep. For real. And we were rocking on the beans, and we're just singing out there on the airwaves. Yep. Don't forget to check out UGX21. That's 21.SC. That's the C Radio Brotherhood. UGX21 out there. That's Dirty Diaper. Let's give it a little water break. Good choice on water tonight. And I've been to all these springs in this area, except those ones in North Florida. And you guys want to buy that, go ahead. You get it at your local store. So this is actually the spring waters in Florida. I used to drink them. And I've been to Ginny Springs. I've been to Blue Springs in Madison County. But mostly I've been to Ginny Springs a long time ago in the early 2000s. And these are mostly some of these are in the Florida Panhandle in North Florida. You probably don't, that's not even all the springs in North Florida. That's only some they're showing. These are the ones you get the good water. The water's like blue. Stays 75 degrees all year round. It is cold. The stuff inside that thing in the spring water, I believe it's kind of something like that. But yeah, Silver Springs is one of the largest ones out there too, and you can touch, and especially Inchy Kentucky Springs too is one of the second largest too out there. And my dad used to float down on the on the Ironshoots back in the '60s doing it. My dad's canoed those areas too when he was a Boy Scout and Eagle Scout back in his day. And it used to be all that long time ago back in South Florida. During the 1960s and 70s, yeah. So I'll say shout out to Uncle Freddy Chicken Choker. I'm gonna do it very quick. Very fast. That's how we do it. Get some little action cam out there. That was awesome. So you gotta do it very fast. And also, let me show you a little bit more stickers. I forgot that. We're gonna show you that. This is what happened in Chattanooga, Tennessee the other day in the floodwaters. You don't want to, this is not Chattanooga, Tennessee, this is someone did. OG Social Network, Citizen Band Network. Check it out. And don't be like these people, what happened in Chattanooga, Tennessee the other day. I'm going to tell you, if people had CB radio like that trucker, he probably had it, but let me tell you, what was going on with that trucker going through the floodwaters in Tennessee the other day? I'm telling you, did anybody have a CB radio down there in Chattanooga when it was raining? We could have saved people's lives on the radio. I'm telling you. You know the people that went through the floodwaters a few days ago on Interstate 24? Man, that could have been avoided. That's why we need to bring back CB radio for real. Like, the trucker should have had a CB radio that day. Going through that floodwaters, someone could have told them on the radio and warned. This is from the XM right here. Think about it, guys. Don't be like these guys in this kind of video. It's like Chattanooga, Tennessee, but this is what happens in those kind of car wrecks. You don't want to be in a car wreck, but you want to have a CB radio before it happens. And usually you can avoid obstacles to get away from the accidents and go to an alternating route. That's what I'm saying. So in Chattanooga, Tennessee, we could have saved those guys on CB radios. Trust me, we could have done it. And we could have saved a lot of lives on Channel 19 that day. I'm not kidding, it's true. So anybody in the chat right now? Got 2 viewers here. We got a lot of guys out here. I was in the chat while I was looking great. So, and also before we start talking about cards, the ones we have here tonight. And before we do that, we'll grab that up there on the top. We'll start doing it. Get these strings. We're going to start on all of them. Then we're going to do that either way. We're good, we're good. So the time's almost like 1:14 in the morning. I know it's kind of late. It's 1:10. We're going to get out of here pretty quick. Alright. And don't forget to check out. This is 390 Wagmaster, the legend on YouTube land. I wish I had some more UJack stickers. I wish I had a sticker pack so we could keep a lot of backups. So, let's put that out there for him out there. Because he's watched us tonight. All the way out there in Salt Lake City, Utah. Probably he's out in the Rockport area. So don't forget to check out 390 Wagmaster on YouTube land. UDX CB Radio. And don't forget, this is his QSL card he sent me a while back. I have a few of these things. UDX 390, the legend. 390 Wagmaster out of Salt Lake City, Utah land. So, he does all of this. And we both will show the POs. This one doesn't have it on it. The other one does. So, I'll put this back up here for sure. And we grab this here. This is the main thing we have here tonight. And we'll do that for sure. Everybody will get their chance. And before we do that, and we'll grab the email address at the same time we'll do it. So, this is actually the right card. This is UDX 390, the Wagmaster, the legend, out of Salt Lake City, Utah. The one that runs this club, United Delta X-Ray CB Radio. UDX CB Radio, that is the guy. If you want to get a hold of him, we'll show you the email address in a few seconds on the screen. We have a paper of it. And this is actually his address if you want to send any CB Radio stuff, related stuff to him. And there it is. Same thing here. You guys can take a look at it. Make sure it looks good. So don't forget to check out 390 Wagmaster. His name is Mike. He's out of Salt Lake City, Utah. We're part of the United Delta X-Ray. So don't forget to check out. This is his card he sent me a while back. Let's get a good zoom. There we go. And that's the thing you guys gotta check out. Pretty cool. And I'm gonna put this back here for a second and give you guys the email address. Good. She's looking good. Looking good. Looking great. So, okay. Give a thumbs up. And email address you guys need to check out. We'll put it right here below. We don't forget him tonight. If you want a UGX number, if you guys want a UGX number, make sure we get a good zoom in. If you want a UGX number out there for United Delta X-Ray, if you want to join the United Delta X-Ray C Radio Club, don't forget to email udxcbradio@yahoo.com, udxcbradio@yahoo.com, and don't forget 390 Wagmaster will set you up. And if you want, what number you want to get out there, what number you want to try to find, you want to put in your UGX out there to join the United Delta X-Ray C Radio Club. He'll get you once you, if the number is editable. If it is, he'll let you know. He'll get you all the sticker package set up, like the United Delta X-Ray stuff like this, and maybe something like that, or mostly a lot of this stuff here, and this right here, this QSL card. So don't forget to check out UGXC Radio out there, United Delta X-Ray. So this is his email address again. So we'll make sure we get it straightened out. So make sure you email that address, contact him. If you want to send C Radio stuff to him and anything like that, and he's cool. And if you want a United Delta X-Ray number, UGX number, don't forget to check that email address and make sure, and he'll hook you up out there, and you'll be on the air when he's talking. This is his QSL card, 390 Wagmaster out of Salt Lake City, Utah. Thanks for coming to the chat tonight, 390 out there in Utah land. We're waving you out there tonight. I'm glad you're watching out there all the way from Rockport, Utah. I know it's kind of way out there in the middle of the booty lands. Out there in the booty lands of Utah land. Out in the Wasatch Mountains, east of the Wasatch Fronts. Over the Continental Divide, that's where he's at. Maybe at 6,000 feet. It is 6,000 feet out here, yes. And he's probably enjoying the campfire, watching the stars, looking at the starlights at night. I'm sure he's getting the stars out there. Make sure you get some good scopes of those. Get some pictures of planet Saturn out there, or Jupiter. You should see out there tonight, I think. Make sure you get some good star shots out there. You never know. And I've seen that happen to me with my DSLR camera a long time ago. So, alright. Also, these are the cards here tonight. We got some great cards here. This is UGX59 Zoo. This is Brad. He's the art department that made these things. He's on the Facebook group. So if you want to get a hold of UGX59 Zoo, if you're a part of the United Delta X-Ray C Radio Club, he has a Facebook group page. He'll send it to you. You have to have a UGX number to be in the Facebook group. It's all private. You won't see it. You only see it when he sends you the link. So this is UGX59 Zoo out of Salt Lake City, Utah, named Brad. Citizen Z B Rad. He's got that cool Motorola Type C radio you've seen on his videos a while back. But this is all the stuff he has. You can see it here. Pretty cool. And you guys can see it all on camera. And that's actually the Wasatch Front out of Salt Lake City. You guys see there? Temple Square is right in the middle there. And you got all that stuff out there. That is definitely the Gateway Mall down there. You can see. I've been there a long time ago. That little silver dome is actually a stadium. And I used to go see the days of 47 there at the rodeo back then in Utah with my family. And this is all like the size of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. But yeah, this is the Wasatch Fronts over the big mountains. And that is the big mountains are pretty huge. And this is taken from some picture from Interstate 15 out here, probably on one of the walkways or on one of those freeways. So don't forget to check out UGX59 Zoo Brad out of Salt Lake City, Utah. And you hear him out there on the channel, on 37, 38, lower sideband, other ones out there. He'll shout out there for you no matter what. And he'll leave the light on you for you out there on the radio waves. And this is his QSL card he sent me this while back. And then when I won that little box up there, you guys know, that's how I got this during back several months ago. The 2-pill. So pretty cool. So there's a nice QSL cards. I'd love to have more of them. That'd be awesome. And we're actually having a good day. So I'm glad you guys are out here tonight. We're looking at how many hours of a stream. It's a little delay on the phone right now. I'm looking at probably about 4 hours or 3 hours. We're looking at least 3 hours and 29 minutes on the live stream. We're going to be killing this off, shutting this live stream down soon. And don't forget to check out his channel out there today. He's out there all the time. UDX357, the cowboy out of San Jose, California. He's got that Cobra 2000, that awesome radio I like. I love to have a Cobra 2000. I like these old school radios. They sound great. These sound pretty good. But I love the old school sound. Wish they had like an export radio that does all that stuff. But I love the old school sound of these things. They sound good when you hear them on the mic. And you hear them out there on the thing. So don't forget to check out the Cowboy UDX357 out of San Jose, California. This is the one I call the Jamaica Cowboy. This is what I call the Jamaica Cowboy colors of the raggy. This is more like the Rasta Ferrari colors of the Cowboys out of the Wild Wild West out in California. The red, yellow, green. It is so fantastic. You can see it like that. Awesome like that. It's got all kinds of intros here. Pretty good. And I'm going to shout out to him out there today. These are the channels he honors every time in California, in San Jose, California, and Southern California. I'm going to wave it on back to him. And this is a QSL card he sent me a while back. And he gave me those lights a while back from October 139. You guys seen it. And this one he did a good job on the UDX logo, man. Wagmaster's got this card. And this one, this is actually him. He's called UDX357, the Cowboy, out there in San Jose, California. Don't forget to check him out on YouTube. The Cowboy, UDX357 on YouTube land. He's got a great channel out there. He's definitely heck raising, hard riding. Yep. He's doing good. He'll be out there soon. Check him out. This is a fantastic QSL card for him. So thanks for sending that up there. While back to the lights. And also, this guy, we're going to recommend him. The legend. Room looks like 1988 every day, 1980s. Check out CB Lounge 2112. And he's got some great, totally rad stuff. $1, man. No matter what. 79 smoke screen. 420 out there in YouTube land. I'm talking about out there in like Aloha. And I'm talking about check out CB Lounge 2112 out of Carson City, Nevada. Name is Reed. And he does all the time. He's got the Sunday services on his, and it's called CB Lounge 2112 Video Gates on YouTube. Check it out. He does a lot of live streams every time when you hear it. He does the Sunday services. Sometimes he does. And if you're out there talking to him out there in Nevada, anywhere in the world, once he runs his live stream, if you have a lighter set with him, he'll tell you what the show clock is. He'll tell you all that stuff. And he has meter reports, and he's done that many times. This man has a lot of fantastic radios in the 1980s. A lot of cool rad posters on the wall from the 80s and 90s. This man's like going back to 1988, 87 all the time. I'm telling you, especially you ladies out there, if you love 1980s stuff, check out CB Lounge 2112. He'll dig you out there. He'll tell you how to make it living right. And if you follow his stuff, you'll become a 1980s person for sure, for real. In the 1990s, no matter what, the old-fashioned way to talk on C radios, like from the 70s, from the 80s and 90s, and lots more. Check out CB Lounge 2112. Keep it on that dial on the Sunday services, and plus when he does his live stream once in a while, tell him the Foxman 362 sent you over Knoxville, Tennessee. Told you so. So from UDX 362, way back to UDX 2112 out there in YouTube land, out there in radio land, and DX land. So check him out. CB Lounge 2112 out of Carson City, Nevada. And before we do that, before we get out of here, we talked to that guy the other day. UDX 498 Highlander. Check him out on YouTube. UDX 498 Highlander Video Gates. He does a great live stream out there. Tell John, UDX 362 from Foxman sent you there. And we have a lot of great guys in the chat tonight. So I'm going to wave to all you guys out there today. Yeah, we got the train whistle. We're just flying up in the air. Pretty good. And this is the train whistle we're talking here. We're awesome. We're just flying up in the air. Okay, we're going to check that. Train whistles, pretty good. And it's pretty awesome. So, we got to make sure. And don't forget to check out his channel tonight. Pretty good. Alright. We'll say shout out. Here's all the guys in the chat room today. And I'm going to see out here who came out in the chat. We're looking at here. So, these are the people who came in our chat room tonight. Oops. I'll show that. We don't want to do that. Oh, okay. We're good. I ain't going to do that. So we're going to show you who came out there tonight. I don't know if you guys can see it in DX land. So this is our chat here today. We see them out there tonight. So we got them all right here. Okay, we'll talk to you guys out there in a second. Also, I need to put 21 in here. Hold on a minute. I need to put 21 in here for me. There we go. I hope he actually sees it. So I put 2112 as a blue range so he can come back anytime. Maybe I could comment on the channel on his live streams. So I want to do that to him tonight. I want to let you know. UDX 21 out there. 21 came out there tonight. Thanks for coming in the chat today. Waving out there tonight. I know it's almost 3 hours live stream. We're going to be going to bed soon. I'm going to say goodnight to all you guys out there. Waving out to Flipper. That guy knows what he's doing out there on the radio waves. He had to go to bed. So I was trying some tests on that Oak Ridge repeater you saw on the C radio you saw on the web SDR. It was awesome. You guys heard it in the background. That was like 35 to 40 miles away. Come on. That was pretty good for a beam, but this antenna system is not a good one. It's like a dome antenna at 1,300 feet on a mountain hill. What do you expect? Wish they get a hold of that guy out there. They have operated to make give him a good, nice 11 meter beam or some dipole antenna system, like one of those Mako 5000, and he'll be able to hear me. So someone should set a nice SDR out there in Oak Ridge. But yeah, that's my closest one I could talk to. But when I get 20 miles away, when I'm in Oak Ridge, it's like 20 miles away to that where that SDR is out there. And I usually can hear myself really louder out there by the McDonald's in Oak Ridge, Tennessee, with the striker antenna, with the Anytone ATP5. I showed you a video how I did that. Pretty good, but we might be able to run that on a live stream on this little program. It'd be cool if I was going to go to Oak Ridge that day or do radio online. That would be cool to do something like that. Maybe we'll try something like that one day. I don't know. So I'm going to wait on the guys out there. Paul, UDX 387 out of Arizona. Thanks for coming to the chat tonight. I know we had no DX tonight. I'm sorry, folks. Let's hope get some more DX here and we'll get some time. But not good conditions. We need to wait for a day and a half or a few days to see what happens. Mark Senquist came out there in Canada. UDX 875. Thanks for coming in the chat tonight. I'm sorry we had no DX tonight. Ricky 08, 420 from Hawaii, from Honolulu, Hawaii tonight. Thanks for coming out there in the chat. We're trying to do this camera on this live stream. We're trying something different. That's why we're trying to test this out. And Catalyst out there in Delaware, UDX 122. Thanks for coming in the chat room tonight, watching our live stream today. And thanks for coming out there. And I'm on the way out to Walker's Customs, UDX 409 out there. Thanks for coming in the chat today. And also, there's a guy out there named Vince Silver, I don't know what it is. Vince out there in Alabama. Thanks for coming in the chat room tonight. Thanks for listening to my show. Sorry we didn't have no DX today. And I'm going to let you guys go in a couple minutes. And I'm going to wave it on back. UDX 362, Knoxville, Tennessee, getting on down, and I'm going to get on down. So I'm going to tell you guys, we're going to tell you guys in a second. And thanks for coming on our show tonight, and I'm going to let you guys know. So, let you guys know about that tonight. So we're east of the Rocky Mountains, west of the Appalachian Mountains, south of the Canada border, north of the Gulf of America, and we're at east of the Mississippi River, where the good water runs. And I'm telling you, yes. And don't forget to check out UDX 362 over Knoxville, Tennessee. Have a good night, Walker out there. UDX 490, UDX 409. Thanks for coming out here tonight, and I want to wave all you guys. And the special mic we're using tonight, our choice of microphone tonight was a Turner Plus 2 mic. He's doing good. Beautiful microphone. We want to show it on the stream. You guys see that? This is one of these different kind of mics you don't see. It's a very rare one. And this one, you guys see how it cooks up. The other one you saw in there about what I got for her. And I'm talking about, I'm going to wave on back. Thanks for coming out there tonight. So we see 3 nights soon out there in Pride Month, September Pride Month out there in DX Land on the channels. He's been doing a lot of live streams. So, and also don't forget today on Friday, the August 15th, World Radio 559 comes out there in California, San Francisco Bay Area. In California, don't forget to check him out. And also don't forget to check out UGX 1220 Golden Gate. Check out Golden Gate. 1220 out there, and also don't forget to check out Popcorn's 9113 live stream right now. He's on there, and he's got a lot of that. They're part of the Job Jackers, I think it's called. But don't forget to check out World Radio 559 comes on Friday tonight. Get yourself checked in on the live stream. If you're on the C Radio, you can say get check in. I hope you see my channel. So have a good night. UDX 362 Knoxville, Tennessee. We'll see you guys later. We'll try again soon, and we'll do some more tests on this thing, but it's pretty cool. But I hope this audio came out good, but we'll do the audio regular jack for the live streams. Also, we'll still do the same camera phone we do on those things with the videos I did, but at least we're doing pretty good tonight. So we're going to be shutting the stream down in 20 minutes. We're going to stop here, and the camera's out of here. Have a good night. UDX 362 over Knoxville, Tennessee. Catch you later.